Las Vegas, Steve Spagnuolo didn't intend to be a football coach. When he enrolled at Springfield College in Massachusetts in 1978, his goal was to pursue a career in education, like his mother, Carol, an elementary school teacher. Before we dive into this electrifying mystery, I'd like to make a small request. If you're enjoying the content and eager to unravel this enigma with us, please leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel. This helps us to continue bringing intriguing content like this to you. Now, let's delve into this suspense that will mess with your mind. I went to college to be a high school physical education teacher, Spagnuolo said in a phone conversation last week. My mom was a teacher. When I went to college, that's what I was going to do because it was the same thing, and then one thing led to another and I kind of teach and educate in a different way. That way, we teach defense to professional football players. And few coaches in the NFL are as skilled in this ability as Spagnuolo. On Sunday, the defensive coordinator of the Kansas City Chiefs will be coaching in his 6th Super Bowl, the 5th as a coordinator. He devised the defensive game plan for the Giants that stifled the record-breaking New England Patriots offense in Super Bowl 42. Spagnuolo won 2 more Super Bowls in his 5 seasons with the Chiefs to become the only offensive or defensive coordinator to win Super Bowls with multiple franchises. If the Chiefs defeat the San Francisco 49ers on Sunday in Super Bowl 58, Spagnuolo will tie with 4 other coaches and become the first 4-time Super Bowl winning coordinator on both sides of the ball. The other 3-time winning coordinators are Washington's defensive coordinators, Richie Petitbon, Super Bowl 17, XXI, and XXVI, and 3 former New England Patriots head coaches, offensive coordinators Charles Weis, XXXV, XXXVII, and XXXAX, and Josh McDaniel, 49, LI, and LIII, and defensive coordinator Romeo Crennel, XLI, LIV, and LVI. Crennel, XXI and XXV, and Weis, XXV, also won Super Bowl rings as assistant coaches for the Giants. Spagnuolo is certainly in the conversation for the best assistant coaches in NFL history. Just don't ask Spagnuolo to join the conversation. Long one of the kindest and most pleasant people to work with in the NFL, modest Spagnuolo deflects credit faster than Andy Reid devours a cheeseburger. You end up in positions as they come along, right? Spagnuolo said. Sometimes you can't control it. I'll be honest with you, it's great to have all this, but it's always been a matter of relationships with the players. And I value that more than anything. When all is said and done, I hope my personal legacy is having been able to share, educate, mentor, coach, and teach people along the way in this business. It's always been about trying to influence, help, guide, improve someone in something, and it just happened to be football. So, I hope that when all is said and done, it's the relationships, and I will have been able to at least help some guys along the way. Giants Chronicles, coordinators discuss game plans for Super Bowl 42. Spagnuolo, 64, did his best work this season, despite his unit losing several players due to injuries, including linebacker Nick Bolton, the team's top defender, for 9 games after wrist surgery. The Chiefs have 2 first-team defensive professionals, tackle Chris Jones and cornerback Trent McDuffie, but in part because of the frequent lineup changes on defense, the Chiefs were 9-6 after a home loss on Christmas Day to the rival Raiders. Since then, they have won 5 straight, including 3 in the playoffs. I think everyone recognized when Nick went out the excellent job that linebacker Drew Tranquill did, Spagnuolo said. But we don't have Brian Cook, who is our starting safety, with us, Derek Nady, who is a tackle for us, and now defensive end, Charles Omenihu, who tore his anterior cruciate ligament in the AFC Championship game in Baltimore. But I will say this, every year is challenging. There have been ups and downs, and we have overcome that. But I'm lucky because A, I have a head coach, Reid, who allows us to do what we want, and B, I have assistant coaches who are amazing. I don't think our assistant coaches get enough credit for everything they've done over the 5 years I've been here, because most of them have remained pretty consistent. And certainly, this year, when you lose players and the next guy does a really good job, it's not just a credit to the guy who came into the game, but it's a credit to the coach who prepared him. The Chiefs finished the regular season second in the NFL in points allowed per game, 17.3, and yards allowed per game, 289.8. What's always been important to me is the points allowed, Spagnuolo said. I don't even worry about the total yards. We focus on points allowed, our third down, red zone, turnovers, 2 minutes, all the situational things take care of themselves. Let's be honest, the number one task of any defensive unit is to limit the amount of points scored. That gives your team a chance to win. Kansas City has been even better in the playoffs, holding 3 opponents with higher scoring, Miami, Buffalo, and Baltimore, to a total of 31 points. If you don't advance defensively in the playoffs, you're not going very far, in my opinion, Spagnuolo said. No matter how good your offense is, you have to give it back without allowing too many points to the other team. We're going to need to do that again because we're facing the top-notch offense in terms of weapons, in my opinion. The 49ers' offense boasts several excellent players, including quarterback Brock Purdy, running back Christian McCaffrey, wide receivers Deebo Samuel and Brandon Ayuk, and tight end George Kittle. San Francisco's offense is orchestrated by head coach Kyle Shanahan, one of the most respected offensive coaches in the NFL. Spagnuolo is familiar with the scheme after facing it in the Chiefs' Super Bowl victory over the Niners 4 years ago. I think what Kyle did was take these weapons and use them equally, Spagnuolo said. That's what makes it really hard to defend them. You go to a game against Tennessee, and you have to take running back Derrick Henry out. You go into this game and say you're just going to take McCaffrey out and then the other guys are going to kill you. The quarterback is going to kill you with the tight end, the 2 wideouts. They've put together a great group and done a great job. Spagnuolo's first Super Bowl was in 2004 when he was the linebackers coach for Reid's Philadelphia Eagles, who lost to New England. Ironically, on Sunday, the Chiefs could become the first team since the Patriots to win consecutive Super Bowls. In 2007, Tom Coughlin hired Spagnuolo to be the Giants' defensive coordinator. Spagnuolo secured a place in Giants lore in that season's Super Bowl 42. Tom Brady and the undefeated Patriots scored an NFL record 589 points in the regular season, but Spagnuolo's defense held them to. We've reached the end of this thrilling journey together. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as we have creating this content for you. Our channel thrives on the incredible support from each and every one of you, and for that, we want to express our gratitude for watching, commenting, and engaging with us. Without you, none of this would be possible. So, thank you very much for being part of this community and for continuing with us on every adventure. Until the next video. Take care.